I've had a hang up. See, I could still show up 220 in a garbage bag, as long as I had my camera so that hopefully no one would look at me. But intellectually is where I've always been.
I mean, the punk scene was so rich in terms of you had people who were deep into Marxist, Leninist theory, and you can just become an expert. Like people were walking Wikipedias before that
Hmm. Hmm.
and really had read. They were reading source material and were just absolutely. I mean, that's what I guess what I really dug about Maximum Rock and Roll, Tim Yohannan and those guys, because they were so political and they knew what they were talking about. The New York scene was very, what was the word? And they were the antithesis, or there was a real war.
Between.
Hardcore, the New York hardcore scene and the California MRR.
Oh, yeah. We were just better.
I mean, the fact is, people didn't care as long as you were chill, you knew how to handle yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I had to offer is that I could, take a picture for your flyer, you know? And then I also had this big green station wagon too. So I could maybe drive your band to the next
Oh,
gig.
so you know how to drive?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, how old were you when you got your license?
I got my license literally like the day. I was one of those people. I mean, I drove illegally before I had a license. So, and in fact, when Roger was arrested at my pool party, which is,
Oh,
that's,
so tell about that. Oh, sorry.
oh,
Okay, wait. So tell about that pool party. Those pictures. You're at Isabella. I sat across. I had dinner with Isabella Rossellini, but we were seated across from each other, and she was just the nicest.
yeah, so nice. And so,
Really nice.
yeah, so Isabella Rossellini needed a house sitter. So my mom said, my daughter can do it. She had two dachshunds. And yeah, and so there's a couple pictures in there of
Wait,
us.
wait, 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 wait. So first of all, where was this house? And did she know that you were going to have but like the New York hardcore scene come and visit too?
Well, it was only two of them. And I mean, arguably, they were probably the worst ones. But
Yeah.
it
So
was,
who were the two that were there?
yeah, no, she didn't know they were there. That's wrong, right? Yeah. I've told her since then. So,
Yeah.
the book will not be a surprise to her, hopefully. Hopefully. Sorry. Oh my God. The pool party was at my parents' house, up
Okay.
again, Rockland County. I'll just say it. Orangeburg, New York. That's where I grew up.
Orangeburg, New York. So, I
Exactly.
mean, that must have been what was it when people came to your house? What was that like?
It's crazy to me that I really don't remember driving there. I don't remember people driving there. I remember making the invitation. I remember the bands playing, and then I remember the
Who
excitement.
played? Who played?
Warzone played, Nausea played.
What
Then
year is this?
this is like 84.
Okay, that's pretty good. I was in the group home. I was in the group home.
Oh, well, there you go. So you couldn't have come,
Yeah.
or maybe you could have, but you
No,
weren't. So there.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but that was the time that Roger was arrested because I guess he was, doing a little errand to make some money. And if you drove through my town, and the cops knew me, they knew my station wagon, they knew, the 220-pound girl with the mohawk and the garbage bag. I wore a
And
garbage.
I just want to say you our own self-perception, it's just you're so beautiful. I mean, if
You
you
are too, though. That's the fucked up thing.
I know. I get that now. Now I look at those photos and it's like when I'm talking about how fat and ugly I was, it's like, oh God.
The worst, right?
Yeah. And it's like if you can go back in time, but it's the same thing with kids now.
No.
It was just so cool to have this thing where capitalism hadn't gotten involved in it yet.
Yeah, no, not at all, huh? But then it's that thing you say about merchandising, like, I don't, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but do you think Bad Brains get any of that money when I'm at Urban Outfitters in Vancouver and I see socks, with the pay to come logo on it? I'm always
If
like,
anybody does, I would think they have that worked out
oh,
because I have a friend that's involved in licensing and merchandising of a lot of these people, and some of them are dead. And it depends on your lawyers
Yeah.
and what they signed.
Yeah,
But they
exactly.
very well might, you know.
Well, I hope so. But then there's stuff like, Billie Eilish is on tour, and apparently, I've seen her pants and they say nausea on them, and it's the exact logo of the band. And I could tell you right now, they're not getting any of that money. So I don't know who is. And also when you talk about Alexa, there's a famous picture of her. It was actually on the front cover of the Daily News back in the 80s of her
Wow.
moshing in the pit. And it's a great photo. She's gorgeous and she's bald and she's dancing
Yeah.
and it was on a Supreme sweatshirt. So she had to get a cease and desist just to stop them from making money off her image on a shirt. So
Wow.
I just
That's a
wonder.
lot of fucking bullshit.
I know.
Brooke, thank you so much for Sunday Matinee. It's a beautiful book. Go out and get it. And Brooke will be doing readings near you all over the world.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have a little party in New York at Niagara, I think, and all that. So
You know that Abbott and Costello, whatever you do, don't say Niagara. Oh
no,
my God. Okay, just Google it. Abbott and Costello,
don't
Niagara.
don't say Niagara. Okay, well it's
Or just
I will.
Niagara. You'll love it.
All right, I will do that.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, it'll fit. It's Mazel Tov. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so glad you get it. Yay.
Yeah, no.